Welcome back to another reading video. I asked over on my Instagram what you thought I should read this week. I gave you 4 options and the winner was reading thrillers for a week. I used to be an absolutely huge thriller girly. I read so many thrillers. I think maybe that I'd maxed myself out. I'd read too many thrillers at one point. But then last year in 2023, I read all fantasy basically. So I am ready to get back onto the thriller train. So I'm excited that you guys picked thrillers. I think it's gonna be good. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to read this week, so we will see. I know in my last reading vlog, it was this one, I read 4 books. I don't know if we're gonna make it to 4 books this week. I do not think I will be reading 4 books a week every week this year. That would just be insane. But I am thinking that I can read a book or 2 in this video. So I'm excited. My wife also loves thrillers. So I have an absolutely huge selection of really good thrillers that have come out in the last year or 2 that I have not read, and I have a big physical TBR of thrillers that I really, really want to read. And I'm lucky that I have an amazing wife who can tell me what her favorite ones were and which ones I should really read. So let's get into the video. I actually started filming this last night when I was reading, so we're gonna go back in time to Thursday. That's where we're gonna start this video, Thursday, and start reading some thrillers. So you have spoken, and I am going to be reading thrillers for this video. I'm obviously making dinner right now. I have been listening to a lot of audiobooks. I don't have, what are they called? AirPods. I'm not cool enough for that. These are just some headphones that my mother-in-law got my wife for Christmas that she doesn't use. I do. So I like just putting these in when I'm cooking or I'm cleaning, doing just those household things, and listening to a book. I usually use Audible to listen to audiobooks, but I only have 1 credit left. I suspended my account because I realized I was spending a lot of money. It felt like they were free because it was a subscription. You get a credit a month for a fee, but I never saw that money coming into my account. So I was like, oh, it's basically free. It's not basically free, so I decided that instead I would try taking books up from the library for audiobooks, which I haven't done yet. So let's do that together. So I'm going to use the Libby app. It's what I use to get all my books out from the library on my phone. I sorted it by popularity. I sorted it by only books that are available now because I don't want to be on a wait list for, we're starting it right now. And I'm looking at thrillers. The first book that I see is You Shouldn't Have Come Here. It's 8 hours. It just came out this year. That's an option. Or if I scroll, I've read a lot of these, that maybe this one, The Overnight Guest. I don't want to get one that I have a copy of. Let's go with this one. Let's check it out. Borrow it. If I don't like it, we can always borrow another one. It's not like it's costing me anything. It is just out from the library. So here we go. Turns out my headphones are dead, so I'm just going to listen to it out loud.
On August 12, 2000, Abby Morris, out of breath with sweat trickling down her temple, she was grateful for the light the moon provided and the company of Pepper, her black lab.
I'm so foolish. I already have read this book, for sure. It took me listening to it for 15 minutes to realize. So, guess that is not what we will be listening to. Okay, well, I guess we'll do the number 1. You're a crime against reading. How many pages do you have left?
I don't know.
She has
1, 2, 3.
15 pages left, and she just said, I know how it ends. I'm going to stop. You can't do
I
that.
always do.
And then you never know how they actually end.
I already know it closed. There's closure. It's ended.
Well, no. There wouldn't be closure if it kept going.
Fine.
There's
I'll
always
read
a
it,
twist.
I'll humor you. But I guarantee there's nothing new happening.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
What is it? It's a thriller.
So this is Rabbit Hole.
How many stars?
Out of what?
5.
2.
Wow, that's a really low rating.
Is it?
Yes.
3?
Well, 1 star is like, this is the worst book ever.
It's a
3 is like middle. It's fine.
Okay,
it's
it's
not
a
good.
3.
It's not bad.
I finished it, so that's a 3. Because if it was a 2, I wouldn't have finished. You know me.
Yeah.
It's okay. Would I like say you should buy this? No.
She did finish it after
I
I
did
told her
finish
to,
it.
and she said nothing else
was
happened.
pointless.
She knew what happened.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
Okay, that's fine.
But it was good enough that I read it, the whole thing, so.
I just talked for so long, very animatedly about this. You weren't listening. Who I assume the other mothers are, these 3 women, just appeared in the book, and their kids' names are so good. I would have used any of these for the twins. First, we have Oscar. Absolutely love it. Such a cute name. I will tell you that it was on my list of names for the twins, but Bo is one of the kids, and that is my favorite name. I pushed it so hard for the twins. Like, I wanted it so bad, and I just could not convince Allie of it. And then the girl is Charlotte. I just lied. The girl is named Claire, which I just think is such a pretty name. And then I see that one of them, that's why I said Charlotte, is having another baby and naming it Charlotte. Another good name. Allie and I really liked the name Charlotte, but then it's been so popular for so many years. This is very blurry, but my camera just died, so Charlotte, good name. That's what I was saying. Okay, I made it to page 46 before Allie turned the
video?
TV on and paused it.
What's this video?
It's for my YouTube.
What is it though?
Reading thrillers for a week.
Oh, you're like filming your whole week.
Yeah, I'm reading.
Cool.
She has the show geared up and ready to go, which I assume means we're watching a show instead of me reading.
I'm just waiting.
Just waiting. You're ready.
Hello.
Yes, Rosie.
Happy Friday. It's gonna be a good day. I can just feel it in my bones. I am about to make myself a grilled cheese while my twins are napping. I did do a little more listening to the audiobook this morning, and I think I'm about 10% in, and so far I'm really happy with my choice. So I think I'm going to just play that and yeah, do exactly what I said. Make a grilled cheese and probably a coffee. Here we go. I am currently 14% in, so I didn't actually read what this is about. Why don't I tell you what it's about and we can... So again, the book is called You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose. Good last name. That's my wife's middle name. It says that it's an instant New York Times bestseller. She wrote 2 other books, One of Us is Dead and The Perfect Marriage. So it says, you've opened up your house and your heart to a total stranger. What could go wrong? Grace Evans, an overworked New Yorker looking for a total escape from her busy life, books an Airbnb on a ranch in the middle of Wyoming. Okay, sounds good. The handsome owner, of course. She feels like there's something just not right with the ranch. The 2 bond, start to fall for each other. However, as her departure date nears, things change for the worst. What began as a playful romance soon turns into a complicated web of lies. Vacation flings typically end in heartbreak, but for Grace and Calvin, it'll be far more destructive. Okay, sounds good, right? So here we go. I have been doing a lot of housework tonight, or this afternoon and stuff, so I have read or listened to a lot of my book. I've listened to it for 4 hours and 4 minutes, and I will say, I looked at the reviews, and I should have looked at the reviews before I picked this book. The first 69%, however far in I am, is not a thriller. It reads like a super cringy romance. There's like graphic depictions of sex and it's not well done. It is like so cringy, and it literally, so much of this book just makes my skin crawl because I'm like, oh, it just makes me feel uncomfortable because it's so awkward. It is not
not good, but I do want to know what happens because how is this a thriller? How? I told you that we would not be reading so much in every single video. I wouldn't be reading so much. I don't know how much you read. In last week's video, this one, I read 4 books or 5 books? 4 books, I think, which is crazy in a week, really. It's Monday, happy Monday, and I'm here to report that I have not read a single physical page in all weekend. So basically what is going on with me is I have the worst headache I think I've had in my entire life. I got COVID a number of weeks ago, and ever since I got it, I have had a horrible headache that will not go away. And it peaked over the weekend and was absolutely horrendous. So I have not had the mental energy to sit and read. I can't remember if I told you that I finished the audiobook that I was listening to, You Shouldn't Have Come Here. If I haven't, quick breakdown. It's only a 2-star read. I personally would not recommend it. The first large chunk of the book reads like a very creepy, cringy romance novel, and there is nothing thrilling about it at all. And then the end is just like, spoiler, if you don't want a spoiler, it just turns out that they're both serial killers and are trying to kill each other. It literally makes no sense. It was so random. It was not good. Do not read it. But because I've had such a horrible headache for days, I have spent a lot of time with like a cold press on my eyes in the complete dark upstairs. So I did start another audiobook that I've been listening to because I can't obviously read with a headache so bad. This, I can't remember the name, so I'm just gonna show you it now. It's good so far. So I will say it is a horror thriller, and I think it's paranormal, which isn't always my personal cup of tea, but I think the reason I don't like a thriller that turns out to be paranormal is that they don't tell you ahead of time. It's a ghost doing it all. It's so dumb. So I'm going into this knowing what to expect, and so far I'm really liking it. I think I'm about 30% done, and it's good. I'm enjoying it so far. There was one scene where I had to pause it because I was like, ooh, I'm too creeped out already, which is kind of fun. Someone asked me recently if I count audiobooks as books that I have read. And this is kind of a controversial thing because there are people very strongly in either team that they don't count as books because you're not physically reading them with your eyes, and people saying they definitely count as books. I am on team they definitely count as books. I know a lot of people have pointed out that not considering audiobooks reading is kind of like ableist because there are lots of people that have vision issues or different impairments that make it hard for them to sit down and read a physical book. I mean, those people are still reading. If you're listening to an audiobook, I think you are reading. So I do count it. So, I mean, I do count that I've read 1 book so far in this video. It might be a video where we only get 2 done, honestly. We're about halfway through this reading week, so we'll see what happens. Happy Tuesday, lovely, lovely humans. I did something absolutely foolish. I started a new book. I started The Housemaid's Secret on my Kindle because it's on Kindle Unlimited and I have a subscription, so it's this one. I've read the first book, The Housemaid, from this lady, Frida McFadden, and I did like it. I can't remember what I rated it. I'll rate it right here because I'm sure I have it written down somewhere. So I thought that because I can change the font, I mean, I'm still dealing with these headaches, I can change the font. So I've made the font like pretty big. The light is like helping me be able to read. So I'm 28% through it already and I am liking it. I mean, I don't know how different it's gonna end up being from the first book. It's kind of a series, I think. It can also be read as a standalone. So it is about a maid who uncovers a secret, a housekeeper, if you will. There is also another reason that I haven't been reading a ton, to be completely honest with you. I got some new games for my Switch and I haven't played this since my twins were born and they're 15 months old. Before they were born, I was playing so much Pokemon, so much Starlight Valley, the Disney game. I induced lactation to breastfeed my twins. So even though I wasn't the one pregnant with them, my wife was, I breastfed them. And I spent a lot of time pumping to make myself make milk. My camera died. Like I was saying, I got to play a lot of Switch when I was inducing lactation because I had to be up constantly pumping for 20 minutes, so it was like every 3 to 4 hours, even in the night. I just got another game for my Switch. I got 2 different games and I've been playing them non-stop basically when I have free time. So I haven't really been reading much, but like I said, I did start this book yesterday. My goal will be to finish it this video. 28%. I think it'll be an easy read. And then I am still listening to my thriller audiobook. Let's get an update on that. It's this one, if you remember, Hidden Pictures. So I'm 36% done that. I want to finish it, but I have 6 hours left. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. It is Wednesday night and I have finished another book. Let's chat about it. So I just finished I just finished this book, Hidden Pictures. It was so good. So it's a paranormal thriller and slash horror book. And I did not see where it was going, but I enjoy thinking about it after the fact and being like, oh my God, this part makes so much more sense now. And the kid saying this makes so much more sense now. And it's good. I like, even if I can't figure it out before the end, to be able to like think about it and be like, oh my gosh, all of those little tidbits make sense now. So it was really good. I was between giving it 4 stars or 5 stars. I went with 4 stars, I think. And I'm very happy with it. I'm glad that I read it. Again, I got it out I got the audiobook of it out from Libby from the library app I use, and it was good. I'm very happy with it. So that makes 2 books I've read this video so far. Will I finish book number 3? We'll see. I want to finish my book, so I'm going to dive into this. Also, Allie got me a new Kindle cover for Christmas. It's so cute. I can't. It's great. Okay, so I'm currently reading on my e-reader The Housemaid's Secret, the sequel to The Housemaid. So I am 69% done. Here we go. I will say when I was reading it last night, there was a moment that I literally like gasped, which is always good when you're reading. So it's pretty twisty-turny. I'm pretty shocked. I am at 78% and
Wait,
I'm surprised.
you just started that and you're at 78.
No, Allie, I didn't just start this.
Oh.
She doesn't listen to me. She doesn't care hearing about my books. That's why I talk to you strangers on the internet about it.
I love to hear your books. I just can't keep them all straight because there's so many books.
I read a lot.
You read so much that I just get confused. I love hearing. I really do.
Okay, I have a feeling
Pause.
that this is going to be a wild ending. I only have 10% left. Okay, ready? I was right. The book is ending. Will there be another twist, or is it just gonna end? Okay. Wait, they have another one? The housemaid is watching? Okay, that was pretty good. I want to give it 4 stars. Oh, sorry, Ferguson. But I feel like I'm just being petty because I feel like I rated too many books 5 stars last year, and I'm like, I'm going to be stricter this year. But I would recommend people read it. So is it a 5-star? Oh wow, it was the winner of Goodreads, Allie. The 20 yeah, I'm telling you now. 2023 Goodreads Awards. It was the winner for mystery and thriller. Followed by None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, which I've been meaning to read, you guys know. And The Only One Left by Riley Sager. 2 books that we have. I'll give it 5 stars. We were supposed to go watch our show at 8:30 and it's 8:36, so
we better clean up.
We better clean up the kitchen and go watch our show. And just like that is the end of the reading week. Let's recap reading thrillers for a week, shall we? I ended up reading 3 thrillers this week, and none of them were the amazing ones I have on my shelf. How did that happen? I have so many thrillers, you guys, like so many. If you watched my physical TBR video, you know that I have dozens of like really good thrillers, and I didn't read a single one of them. I did try to continue the Other Mothers physical book that I started last reading video and didn't. Oh my god, these hiccups. It's the only time I'll have sunlight and be able to film this, so they need to stop. So, thrillers. I am impressed with myself for reading 3, even with having a horrendous headache for most of the week. If you're wondering, my headache is getting a little better. I think it's starting to fade, which is good because I was terrified I was gonna have long COVID and like have a headache. Fingers crossed for me that that's done, and this is where we're gonna leave today's video. Have you read any of these thrillers? Let me know down below your star ratings for any of these books that you've read, and leave any video ideas for things that you'd like me to do, little reading challenges or videos that you want to see. I'm having a lot of fun doing reading videos, and these hiccups are not going to stop me from vlogging. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. We'll be back in 2 weeks with another video unless I surprise you with another fun in between. We'll see.